families are never in the same place. Oh no.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna make me cry.
Like, that's such a special memory.
Oh gosh, Jess.
Another day.
Another vlog.
Woo.
Welcome back to the channel, people.
Welcome.
Welcome back to his channel, people.
Good morning, guys.
Or good night,
Good evening.
afternoon, you know, whatever time it is when you're watching this. It's the morning for us, and we're going to get some brekkie. See, I'm Australian. I use Australian terms. Good. I know Australian terminology.
You are saying quite a few Aussie things in your day-to-day, like non-ironically. What did you say yesterday?
I think I like called an object something.
Something Australian.
Yeah.
And then he was like, oh, I just said that Australian, not ironically. Anyway, with all that to say, we're gonna go get some brekkie.
Yeah, basically, you can tell that we're struggling because we haven't had food yet. But we're just like trying to try out new places. Like, we're going to a new restaurant today that Jess actually found yesterday, which is cool. But just we're in our new Airbnb, still like doing our Brisbane exploring, figuring out the city more as
For future reference. The reason that I liked this restaurant that we're going to is because they had gluten-free, dairy-free, paleo and keto options. So they just have like a bunch of different options. So
dude, if they have like a paleo or keto pancake or something,
game over.
It's gonna taste so good, guys. This is like the new blue steel. It's like the blue steel of Gen Z.
Green.
You know? Do you not know?
What?
Oh my gosh, Jess, Zoolander?
Zoolander?
I thought I was
You're
saying
like, is that right?
I thought I was saying it wrong. Zoolander?
I've never seen it.
Ben Stiller?
Never seen it.
Everyone's gonna know what I'm talking about, unless they're like, you know, not born in the 90s.
The bass.
Yeah.
Not
that?
Yeah. Is out. That it's
The
like
what? The face?
That's like going out. I don't think
Is it
it'll
fading
last.
out? Well, listen, I was doing it before it was a thing. I kept doing it when it was a thing, and chances are I'm still going to be doing it when it's not a thing. So here we are. Hello, everyone. This is us getting breakfast. The restaurant was a little noisy, so here we are eating.
Delish.
Oh, look at that milk pouring into the tea, I think.
And ooh, these yummy snacks.
Delicious.
They're gluten-free and paleo and
Yum,
so good.
we're healthy. Wow, how exciting was that, everyone?
How exciting is all of that?
Honestly, very
That
exciting.
cookie is mostly gone. So
Yeah.
good.
Whoops.
I just wanted to say that we should probably go get a car wash. I need to show you guys my POV for the past week.
This is much better than it has been for the past week.
It's been getting better and better and better, but this has been my view. Apparently, poop on your car is good luck.
Is it? I'm pretty sure it's an Australian thing where if you just get pooped on in general, it's good luck, right? Like if you're walking around and a bird poops on you and you're like, oh, good luck, I got a turd on my head. Guys, there's a little better view right here. You can see the poop stain going all the way up and then it kind of like streaks across the top there. It's a great view for Jess.
It's been lovely.
Nathan will guide you and get you guys started.
Perfect, awesome,
Thank you
thanks so
so
much.
much.
Nothing but the car wash.
When I was in grade 4, I did a hip hop class with my sister.
Yeah, because you're just really cool.
I was just popping and
Locking and dropping.
poke it on.
Yeah, exactly.
And Car Wash was the first song that we did a dance to, and I never forgot it.
The dance? Was that part of the dance?
Go, yeah.
This right here and that?
I was little. I was like 8.
Yeah.
It was really cool at the time.
That looks sick.
And that's what I think of every time that we go to a...
Car wash. Say hey to the vlog, guys. Just business in the car wash. Alright, we're back at the Airbnb. I'll give you guys a little tour of the new place. Front door. Wife.
Kitchen, fridge.
Vitamins.
Living area.
Living area. The dining room, but we use it for our work. Fake tripod that we're gonna be using in the next section. Made out of cardboard boxes. Bedroom. That's messy, so Jess doesn't want me to show it. And then bathroom. I got my sweaty things hanging there. Why are we here, Jess?
Well, I filmed a video a couple months ago on my channel called Questions I've Never Asked My Husband. I just had a bunch of different questions that I asked Gabe that I've never asked him before, and he answered, and it was really fun. So ever since, Gabe has kind of been like, we should do it the other way around, and I asked you the questions. So that's what's happening.
She had some great questions. I was like, all right, I want to pull a lot of the ones that I like from there, which ended up being most of them, but then I did add some new ones to spice it up.
I'm excited because usually when we do videos like this, I know the questions.
Mm-hmm.
Gabe's usually fine if he goes into it not knowing.
Yeah, but Jess always wants to like know what's happening before. So I'm like, surprise me, but now I get to surprise you. First question, what are things that I do that make you feel disappointed in me?
I forgot that I asked you this.
Yeah, first one. I watched the video again in preparation for this thing, and that was a freaking doozy of first one. He just came in swinging, so I was like, all right, I'm coming in swinging too.
Okay, I kind of have two answers for this, but how honest can I be right now? Like fully?
Yeah, just be fully honest.
Okay, I'm gonna say this first one, not like to throw you under the bus or anything. We have like learned and we have grown from this. Something that you did once that made me feel disappointed.
Okay, all right.
It was our very first fight, and so I understand that I feel disappointed because we had never been in that situation before, so we didn't really learn how we argue with each other, if that makes sense. And so we were processing things differently, and basically like Gabe walked out. But that's because Gabe wanted his own time, so you like left the situation. I don't think that would happen now because we know.
Wow, dude, I don't even remember our first fight.
I do. And then the only other thing that came to my mind, which is what I actually thought of first, was something that you can't really control. And it's not even disappointment, it's more just like when you've gone through seasons of depression, I'm learning the best that I can how to like be there for someone going through stuff like that. It's not disappointing, but it's like being on the other end where in my mind I was like, we should go on a walk and we should like get out and like give him some vitamin D and like work out because that'll make you feel good, and you don't want to do those things. You can't control that in the moment, but that's probably the first thing that came to my mind, that I was like, it's not disappointing, but I think it's hard.
Yeah, it's like difficult or sad or whatever.
Yeah.
That was question one, guys.
I know, sorry.
All right, what do you value the most about our relationship?
That since the beginning, you always point me to Jesus. You teach me so much about our faith and about Jesus, and you just teach me a lot about everything in general, and I really value that. But I would say number one would be like our faith, and that you always point me back to God.
If there was one thing you could change about me, what would it be?
So I remember Gabe's answer, and it was so beautiful, and it was basically like, me wanting to change something about you is, you know, wanting to change the way that God intended things to be. Like the first thing that came to my head is the fact that you're American, but I don't even want to change that you're American. But the reason why I thought that is because...
Excuse me?
No, I know, just let me explain.
I am proud of my...
The reason why that came to my head is because being here, it makes me really wish that our families lived like driving distance. And so that was like the first thing that came to my mind. But I love that you're American, and so I wouldn't actually want to change that about you.
If you were to lose all of your memory tomorrow, what is the one memory you would keep?
That season when we finally got my interview, we got to tell our family and friends, we flew to Australia. Like that was such an incredible thing to go through together. But also I would say like the year of 2016, because I forget so much of it. Like I wish I could relive those memories of like
I know.
us getting to know each other at the start.
Dude, it makes me so emotional thinking back at that period of time. Anyway, before we get all emotional, let's keep going. Is there anything you've dreamed of doing for a long time but haven't done yet? If so, why?
I have a lot of answers.
Do you?
But they're all for different reasons.
All right, give me your first one.
Live in Australia. Get a place in Australia. That's like a bigger reason of like why I haven't done that.
Yeah.
That's a dream.
Yeah.
Another dream that I have is original music. That's a dream that I've had for years, and I just didn't. The reason why is I didn't have the confidence to. My last answer would be to renovate a house. And I think that's just a very like bigger picture thing. But that's definitely been a dream that
But it's funny because we built one, but you haven't like done a renovation yet.
When I was like 10, 11, they're the type of shows that I would watch, were like renovation houses. Sure.
Yeah, same. I love watching renovation houses. What was the moment that made you most proud to say, I'm his wife?
Aww.
Oh,
I get that moment a lot.
do you?
Yeah, I get that moment.
You do?
We have a really cool job, but for the most part, it's like in our house. So like whenever I would see, you know, go to a premiere for your acting thing, like for a show that you've done, and I would see you being interviewed and then see you like acting on the screen. That's probably like when I get really proud of you, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's my boy up there, like that's my husband. And also, I would say like when we're in a conversation with someone and you're so confident about your faith, which has been something that I've always admired about you. Like if you're talking to someone about like why you believe what you believe, I always just get so proud of you. Also, because
thanks, babe. I should word more questions like this just so you compliment me a bunch.
Gabe is a mentor to a lot of guys, a lot of younger guys, a lot of guys his age, even guys older than him. He like helps mentor these guys, and I don't know, I always get so proud of like how much they value your advice and like really value you as a person, and how much people come to you for advice and for wisdom and stuff. I could keep going, but I won't.
You make me cry, babe.
You're like, all right, keep going then.
What was the most recent moment
that I was proud of you?
Yeah.
Most recent would probably be, and this is kind of random, but I had a moment a couple days ago. We were over at my parents' house and Dad and Gabe were building a board game together. Your relationship with him and the way that you guys bond over these like creative things makes me really proud. And like I was just laying there watching you guys going like, that's my husband and my dad, and like they get along so well and they're like doing this thing together. Gabe's recently just made a new board game, and he fully like photoshopped stuff together himself and got a little prototype, and we played it.
I created that original board game like a year and a half ago with Jess's dad. That's still in the works. Be ready for it. This is a completely different game. Tentative title, but I photoshopped the whole thing and then made a whole box. And
like,
there's like...
who does that? You know what I mean? So that made me
like,
really proud.
all this stuff is in here.
I think whenever I see him like really passionate about something, I think that's when I get really proud.
Love Which of my accomplishments are you most proud of?
I think immediately I think your career, but an accomplishment isn't just your career. I think it's like how you are as like an adult and the man that you're becoming or that you have become. Is that an answer?
Yeah. What's your favorite thing that I do for you?
The deep answer is like the way that you protect me and you like lead me and you teach me. But like silly answer that, you know, popped into my head is like, I love when you tickle my back. Recently, just randomly at night after dinner, you've been just making me a cup of tea, and I think like intentional, like random things like that I really love.
What features of mine do you hope our kids receive?
All of them. You have amazing eyelashes.
I do? Thank you.
You have an amazing skin tone.
Thanks.
If our kids look like you, then they're gonna be really cute. You have a really fit body type.
Thanks, babe. I'm like, where are you going with this?
I know, this is getting really weird.
How can I be a better husband to you?
As I'm still thinking about the other
Oh
one.
my gosh.
Continually pray for me and like pray for our marriage and like that we continue to grow stronger together. I think you already do a really good job of being intentional with me, and I know like we're constantly practicing each other's love languages, and I always appreciate when I can tell you're being intentional with that. You're a pretty good husband already.
Thanks. Appreciate it. I can be better. Is there a moment that you can recall in our relationship when we were the happiest?
We were the happiest when we finally got over that residency hurdle, and like that together really brought us so close, and I think we were so genuinely happy when all of that happened. But the other thing that came to my head was right before our wedding, and all of our family were in the same place, and like that never happens. I don't know why I want to cry from that. Like, oh no.
Okay.
Our families are never in the same place. Oh no.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna make me cry.
Sorry, like that's such a special memory.
Oh my gosh, Jess.
That was so happy for all of us. It was the first time that they were all meeting in person, but like everyone loved each other and like we're just family. Anyway, let's move on. I'm not crying. You're crying.
Where do you see us / our marriage in 5 years?
I'll be 30. You'll be 32.
Whoa. 5 years from today, this time, I'll be 31.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
Then I'll be 29.
If we're talking about by October when I turn 27, then I'll be 32 in 5 years from then.
Okay, it's okay. Hopefully, in a dream world, we'll have 2 kids at that point. We'll be splitting time between Australia and America. We'll be happy and in love in raising our kids. Job-wise, who knows? Hopefully still doing stuff that we love and doing creative things and real estate stuff.
Final question.
Okay.
What excites you the most about our future?
Definitely taking on parenting together. We talk about it so much, and we like, even now having a nephew, like I think we talk about it more. And my parents really wanting grandkids.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
they don't stop talking about it.
It's just something that we're talking about a lot.
I guess with how intentional we have become with like our approach on life, and not that I should be answering the question, but I just like, I'm so excited to just like really intentionally raise some awesome kids. You know?
I hope those answers were okay.
I think they were great.
I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
Love you.
Love you guys.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed my answers. Love you guys. We will see you in our next video.
Peace out.
From Jess
Gabriel Conti. You.